Hey everybody, I'm Brooks Upham.
And I'm Autry Jones.
And welcome to Depth of the Field. So this is a show where we bring new up-and-coming photographers onto the show. We go out and shoot with them, interview them, and just talk to them, see what makes them do what they do, and sort of the reason behind why they shoot, trying to put them in the spotlight a little bit more.
Yeah, so everyone knows who's tried to start a career in photography or videography that it's hard to stand out in such a saturated field, as we both know. So, like Brooks said, we are just trying to showcase the young photographer and what really makes their work special.
Yeah, so this episode we got the chance to go out and shoot with Will Dutton. He's sort of a newer up-and-coming photographer, and we got to go explore this old fire lookout up in Colorado. And so we got to go shoot with him, and we're going to get to talk to him here and sort of see why he does what he does. So we're excited.
So without further ado, let's get into
the depth of the field. Referencing all these. Okay, so, Will, tell me, what is a camera to you?
Camera is a window to
The soul. Yeah, so it's great to have you here, Will. I'm super stoked that we got to interview you.
Have me on.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, nothing crazy, honestly. I picked up a camera pretty young, but kind of just goofed off with it. Didn't really do anything interesting, honestly.
Yeah, just
and
shoot around for fun.
Yeah, shooting for fun, and I traveled a lot growing up, so just kind of tried to capture whatever I thought was worth keeping around. I'm really happy I did that. But as probably everybody that shoots photography wishes, I wish I would have really gotten into it younger, but it's alright. I mean, probably a year ago is when I really started getting into it, and then especially in the last 6 months I've started to try and make it more of a business and really focus on it.
Do you have any people that have influenced you greatly in photography?
Yes.
Any other photographers?
No, I honestly though I think my biggest inspiration comes from friends and shooting with people that I really respect, and then of course I have people that I look up to on Instagram or whatever, and those would probably be James Barkman, obviously is the OG. I mean, there's the classic YouTube guys, why am I blanking on his
Peter?
No, Sam Colder, yeah.
Sam Colder, okay.
Sam Colder, Jay Alvarez.
Okay.
I really like...
I'm just on Jay's work. What kind of stuff does he do?
Well, okay, so Jay, honestly, I think he cares less about the photography and more about the stuff he does, which is something that I also find with guys like James Barkman. Yeah, they're more concerned about living life to the fullest and getting every ounce of meaning out of life as they can, and then that was horribly said. They really focus on getting every ounce of meaning out of life, and so they're kind of just bringing their camera along for the journey, and so people can see what's happening. But they're not going out to get pictures, I think, as much as getting pictures of what they're going out to do. So
yeah.
Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that's super inspirational to me because photography in itself is a lot of fun, and there's definitely times where I'll just go out and shoot for the heck of it. There's really no reason. But something that's most fun for me is when I'm doing something and I bring my camera along, take pictures, and I go home and I get to like relive those moments.
Yeah, for sure.
More
personal and
right.
better memories, yeah.
So you started overlanding this summer, I believe.
Yeah.
Has that affected your photography at all and videography?
And
Yeah,
what is
so-
overlanding? Just for the
Yeah.
people who don't care.
Overlanding basically, if you've slept in the back of your car ever, you've overlanded. That's pretty much it. It's basically if camping and off-roading were to have a child, it'd be overlanding. So, but yeah, that actually was a big part of it because I wanted to shoot some of the stuff I was doing. So, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Like I said, like I try to take my camera on adventures to like get photos, and then I like my car a lot. It's very photogenic. So
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. Nice. Yeah. So.
one thing I will brag about.
Your car.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. How long?
It's a piece of crap.
But how would you say the whole social media game has affected your photography? Like,
Yeah.
I know it can be sort of hard to like stand out with like all the bigger creators.
Yeah.
So like, how would you say that's like negatively like discouraged you or encouraged you with the way you approach your photography?
I think it's kind of off and on. Some days it's really encouraging, I mean, honestly, if I get like 2 followers in a day, I'm like hyped. There's some days where it's like really inspiring to get on Instagram and see all these people and you're like, that's awesome. Like that could be me someday, you know. But then others you get on and you're like, gosh, why isn't that me right now, you know? And I think that's just kind of the human in all of us. Like comparing is just a part of being a human, and I have to really like tell myself a lot of times, like, don't compare. You haven't been put in the same situations as them. Like if you were to take Jay Albrecht or Sam Colder and put them into my life, you know, I really, you know, who knows, but like we'd probably be living a pretty similar life. You know, much of like people's success is just God-given opportunity. So if if God wants me to be like some big, like, I don't know, big deal, like that's gonna be him, not me. And I know that even, you know, whether my Instagram is big or not, like it just kind of depends who you compare it to. But for everybody that I have, like, that actually cares what I post, like, I 100% know that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You know, it's about, like, what God's given me and what I, like, have decided to do with what he's given me.
Go for it, Audrey.
Last question.
Yeah.
So, very important.
Okay.
If you were a color scheme, which color scheme would you be?
If I was a color scheme?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's photography related, so.
Yeah, photography.
Yeah, okay. The tones of me. I would say maroon, pale slate blue with like
see
forest
that.
green.
Okay. I can see that in your
That's a
editing,
nice
sort
talk,
of.
yeah.
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 Well, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, Will.
Yeah, thanks for coming to our
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
Of course. Sick studio. Sick.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
3 max.
Took us a long time to build it up.
Invested a lot.
It's sweet. No, I love it. I love
Yeah.
what you guys are doing.
So yeah, feel free to give this guy a follow. It's at William Wesley Dutton, right here on Instagram, or right there or there. Wow, it's all over the place. And we will see you in the next episode of Depths of the Field. Like my-
Whiskey
That's pale ale.
on 9 a.m. on a Monday morning.